We've talked in great deal at this point about how customers make a purchase to solve a problem. That problem can be intrinsic or extrinsic, but either way, when we make a purchase, we feel like we are filling a need. Regardless of what we are buying, there are particular triggers or motivators that push us over the edge from window shopper to new customer. These motivators are key to understand, as each of your potential new customers will have one or more that will need to be met in order to secure, well, your order. These are in no particular order, as each buyer will be different. The first motivator we will discuss is price. How much something costs can be, and in many cases is, a large motivator in a buyer's decision. As with all purchases, I can use this to justify why I don't purchase or why I do purchase. For example, I may go to the mall looking for a pair of jeans and find that the pair I like the best costs $120. Something deep inside of me just can't muster the motivation to justify that type of price for a pair of jeans, so I pass. The very same day, my wife and daughter go to Kohl's, where the unimaginable happens: a sale. They end up spending $250 on clothes that they never even intended to buy, but found themselves so compelled to do so because of how much they were saving. I mean, come on. They saved $200 on that $250 cart full of clothes. The more commoditized a product is, the higher likelihood that price will be a strong motivator. The next motivator that tends to go along with price but is much deeper is value. People who are motivated by value are weighing the benefit of your product or service compared to the price that you're asking. The higher the perceived value, the more I'm willing to pay. Next up, we have quality. This motivator tends to go hand in glove with value. The difference between the two is where value is a perception of benefit versus price, quality is strictly the perception of caliber of the product or service. Let's use the iPad as an example. If I were buying strictly on quality, then price and value are not that important to me. My perception that the iPad is the highest quality tablet will drive my purchase regardless of price. If I were motivated by value, I may decide that the level of quality between the iPad, a Surface, and maybe a Kindle Fire are similar enough, so I would likely buy the Kindle Fire because the price-to-value ratio is higher in my mind. The fourth motivator is self-preservation. This scenario is when I feel that I must make a purchase in order to secure a promotion, prevent a demotion, or simply in more practical terms, protect my family or myself. This motivator is driven primarily by fear and is a highly emotional motivator. In a business-to-business sales setting, it's very difficult to uncover this motivator. Finally, the last motivator we will cover is social pressure. Many people buy products today based on who they know personally has recently bought the same product. This motivator derives from the groupthink mentality and the subconscious feeling of the need to fit in or belong. To not miss out. Many products today have gained mass market appeal simply by leveraging the motivation of social pressure. Why do you have the cell phone you have? What about the car you drive? How about the neighborhood you live in? Many subconscious factors go into the social pressure motivator, but it can be a strong ally in your sales approach if your product or service has the type of mass market reputation that creates a buzz in the mind of your prospective customer. These are the primary motivators of why customers buy. Once they know they have a problem and have decided to attempt to solve it, one or more of these motivators will help them pull the trigger. Your goal is to determine through your research and conversation which motivator is having the largest impact on their decision.